What's up, Taiwan? What's up, my friends?
Hello, everybody.
Sorry, I forgot to mention my name. I'm Amanda.
I'm Raphael.
The band we are going to introduce to you guys is a bit challenging for me because I don't often listen to the heavy metal. It won't be in my watching list, especially in live shows. My hearing was damaged for hours after watching a heavy metal live show years ago. It made me dare not to attend another one. Maybe some of you know this band already. Yet, if I don't introduce this one to you, I would be sorry to Taiwan and the history department I studied in. ChthoniC released a new album, Battlefields of Asura, 5 years after the last one. This album got the Best Band in the 30th Golden Melody Awards. It has been 16 years since they got the same rewards last time. Of course, they got many medals more than these two, including international ones. You can search ChthoniC on internet to find full introduction of this band, and they often have worldwide tours. I believe our friends who like heavy metal mustn't feel strange about this band. So why do I still want to introduce this band in particular? The exact point we want to bring to you is the Soul's Repose trilogy. There are 3 albums. The background stories are based on Taiwan history. We recommend you listen to these albums before learning their stories, and you can listen again after you know stories. The first, ChthoniC Ballet. I'm not sure the pronunciation is correct because it's our indigenous language. An album based on the Wu She event in history. There's a movie which has the same name, directed by Wei De-sheng. You might have heard of it. The second, Mirror of Retribution. The background story was the famous history event, the 228 in 1947. Though the story was focused on a psychic who saw thousands of innocent souls falling into the deep underworld. The teenager who could communicate with spirits was full of anger and eager to dash down to the deep hell, saving his people. But he was beaten by kings of ghosts and got the extreme punishment, guarding the mirror of retribution. Today I want to talk about a third one more, Takasako Army. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's right.
Back to 1941. A ChthoniC Ballet teenager, a survivor from the Wu She event. He was raised up by Japanese imperialization education. However, he kept questioning about his own identity in this twisted social construction while growing up. He joined the Takasako Army after the war started because they were good at bushfighting on mountains. They made enemies terrified of us hearing their name. But Japan left after losing the war. The new government came to Taiwan. Then the 228 event happened in 2 years. This stack ballet teenager joined the fight one more time. Resisted KMT army with militias. Militias couldn't beat KMT army and retreated to Puli from Taichung. The stack ballet teenager tried to protect the psychic boy in the second album. He prayed to his ancestral spirits for the psychic boy to successfully save Taiwan before he died of the fighting.
We mentioned many background stories. It's time to talk about their music. I picked songs from the Takasago army. The third album only, cause the historical events is less noted than other events. I wish more people could be aware of this neglected story. The first recommendation is the intro of this album. Number 1 in the song list. It doesn't contain vocal and isn't heavy metal at all. Though you must feel the emotion through listening to the epical composition, even you don't know the background stories. One instrument solo as the opening, describing the scene which a lonely wolf stands on the top of a hill. Then the notes and effects from a keyboard join, presenting the helpless mood. This track, less than 2 minutes, completely states all the background story, the character's journey of hearts. The second one is the Ocean Quake, the fourth song in the list. I skipped the main song of this album, Takao, because they always have English version after issuing the Taiwanese album, to meet the international market demands. So I reckon you may be familiar with that one. To be honest, I couldn't understand what a heavy metal band is singing. I started to focus on the melody. When I heard this song, I felt normal as other heavy metal music. Wanted to shake my head with the strong rhythm. After 2 minutes, with the same strong rhythm, the stormily atmosphere on the battlefield came into my ears through the various playing and combination of different instruments. The view of the battle in my mind became clear and clear, and was proud of the brave from Takasao at the same time. Then I want to introduce the last one on the list in this album, Quell the Souls, in Xingling Temple. I'm not sure if because it's the last one of this album, it contains very strong miserable feeling, a wrath from deep inner, all delivered through the vocal's voice. There's an erhu playing for a few sections with Japanese guitar. Then the wonderful guitar is playing. It doesn't only become a strong contrast, but also the part of making hearts beating speedily and eyes full of tears, with vocals furious singing. ChthoniC composes songs on Taiwan history, and is good at the collocation with Taiwanese traditional music instruments, like erhu, and they even added Japanese traditional one, the samisen, into this album, making the half virtual background more connect to music.
As above, that's all for the band today. ChthoniC. You can surf on any search engines, typing its name on ChthoniC. You should find many MVs they produced elaborately. You could learn more historical segments through watching their MVs. But I still suggest you listen to the album before learning the background and watching MV, then listen them again. In the end of this episode, I want to present the respect to the vocal, Freddie Lim. He was the first male member of the Legislative Yuan with long hair. And he really tries hard to voice for Taiwan. We love you, Freddie!
This is the end of the episode. If you like our show, please subscribe our podcast and share with your friends. Leave your reviews and don't forget to listen to our next episode on Wednesdays.
Please stay tuned. We have a little more for you. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.